This is one of my favorite parts of traveling. This is the random parking lots and restaurants you wait in front of while you're waiting for some random vehicle to pick you up and take you where you need to be. Love this part because it's like you're in some random corner of this foreign country you've never been in before. Well, I've made it to Giang, and tomorrow I start the 4-day Giang Loop, which is about 300 miles around northern Vietnam through the mountains. I'm very excited. The views look beautiful. This is something I didn't even know about before a month or so ago, but a lot of people say it's their favorite part of Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. So very much looking forward to it.
Breakfast will start at 7:30 a.m.
All right, here's the bike I'm going to be hopping on, and my expert rider, Toon. He's going to take me all around the Giang Loop. So here we are heading out. As you probably saw, went with Bong Hostel. They were amazing. Their drivers were incredible. And I'll just say I felt so safe with them by the end. Now at the beginning, I'm not used to being on the back of a scooter, and it was scary. It felt like so many times they were driving so fast into these turns that I would just go flying off a mountain. But by the end, you realize that was never the case. And I'm going to mention here in a moment, your bottom, if you're not used to it, will get sore. So definitely lean forward towards the front part of your bottom as much as possible, and that'll help. But going over the bumps and uphill will definitely shift your body around and make it uncomfortable if you're not used to it. But I had one hand on the camera and the other on the back of my seat. So we're at our first rest stop after 20 minutes. Got myself a Coke. Cheers. My butthole, more than my low back, is already sore from this motorbike. So hopefully my backside can survive the next 4 days. All right, it started raining and now look like a giant Oompa Loompa. So we stopped at this place and my Oompa Loompa gear is already ripping. But can't get too much footage driving in the rain, but it is pretty sweet. Here's our giant group of blueberries. Everyone who's a blueberry here is in our biking group. So there's my ride. There's my backpack. From what I've heard, we stop about every 20-30 minutes. And of course we're stopping now because of the rain. But just riding through the northern Vietnamese mountains. It's been pretty awesome. Beautiful view so far. All right, made it to our next viewpoint. Nice rainy day on the Giang. Thank God for these Avatar blueberry ponchos. This is beautiful. Check this out. So it's clearing up a little bit. Showing some of the mountainside. Alright, it's finally clearing a little bit. Check this out.
I don't keep filming.
Wow. There we have it. Camera doesn't do it justice. It is gorgeous. Now, thankfully, the weather was clearing up. There are some people that do these tours and just get rain and clouds the entire time. But even with the rain in the clouds, the clouds weren't so bad, and it made the mountains even more beautiful. And these limestone eroded mountains, they're so cool, and they're just covered in jungle. Truly one of the best experiences I've ever had. Highly recommend. I'm going to say that so many times in these videos. One of the top multi-day excursions I've ever done. And here you'll see, just driving down these wet mountains. Lovely people that I met along the way.
Lên.
Are you filming?
All right, we're getting ready to head back out. And as you get going on this adventure, you get to meet everyone in your group and get to form a cool bond. There are many groups that they have from the hostel, and you have about 10 people, give or take, per group. All wonderful people, all fun people. And here we are getting back on the road. And as this Giang Loop goes on, the views just get more and more incredible. I was blown away on day one. I had no idea what I was in for. And as I mentioned in the video, it's truly like being in the Avatar movie on an Avatar world. Just absolutely incredible. And they took care of us completely, gave us these blueberry ponchos, and we needed them a couple times throughout the trek, and it really helped. Now here you can see, sometimes we go on these paths that they don't even seem like roads. They can get bumpy, and we sometimes had to get off a road and go on a curb that was a foot wide, and these guys are expert drivers. By the end, just realize how amazing they are. I talked to the leader of our group. He said he's done over 200 Giang Loops. Now these are 3 to 4 day excursions, so just driving all that time. These guys really know how to handle these bikes better than anyone. I could not tell you how much experts they are. Now at first, me not being used to it, my body was tense, and I kind of related to learning how to ride a horse when I was a kid. And you can get sore, your hands, your arms, your legs, your back, your butt, everything. But the more you relax, if you do this tour, just relax, set your hands on your hips. You're not going to fall off. You're not going to fly off, even when you go over big bumps. The more you relax, the easier it gets. And again, leaning forward onto your bottom definitely helps as well. But I have one hand holding the gimbal for my camera, while the other hand no longer grabbing on the seat, just resting it on my hip and getting used to the bike ride. Stopped at this local rest place. Beautiful views. It's gorgeous here.
with kitchen ash. Ash kitchen. Ash is cleaning. Alright. Weaving fabric.
Thủ không nào cho nên ở đây các em xem lưng của thủng.
Here we are going over this bridge, me trying to look like a cool guy, already feeling the happiness, and you see how quick the weather changes. It was cloudy and rainy, and then it cleared up really fast, and that's Vietnam for you. And as you see again, the views are just getting more and more incredible. And as the day went on, actually I became less sore, if that makes sense, just because I was learning how to relax on the back of the bike, which was just so much fun. And you'll just see it becomes more like a jungle as we go on. You see more of the green, definitely from the sun, more of the mountains, the jaggedness of it. Here you see, we get pretty close to some of these trucks, and at first I was a little bit freaked out by how close we would get, but these guys go around the trucks like nothing, as you'll see right here, going on some bumpy rocks. It was so much fun. It was so much fun being on the back of the bikes. These guys handle it so well. All right, I hope you're ready for these next views. That latest stretch really hurt the bottom. Very bumpy roads.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that was so good.
Now, I have not known about the Giang Loop for that long, I'll admit, but as I was doing my research more and more, and after I learned about it, a lot of people said it was their favorite part of Southeast Asia, which blew my mind. For people that travel Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, many people said this was the best part of their whole Southeast Asia trip. So I had to do it, and I was a little worried because I had a hurt back that I've been rehabbing for a while, but I'm so happy I did it. No regrets, feel fine now. And I can confirm what the other people have said. The Giang Loop is the best part. Made it to our next rest stop. Here we are going past some cows. You never know what you're going to go past. While in this loop, I tried to record when we were going through villages, not just pretty scenery. Oftentimes you'd see little kids waving. Once in a while there'd be little kids flipping you off, which is really funny. That happened especially on day 3. Probably half a dozen or so kids. Just, you think they're giving you a thumbs up, and then as you drive past them, you realize they're giving you the middle finger.
All
I will say, anh em ơi. I will say, ơi.
Oi.
And then repeat after me.
Absent.
All ready? Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Got it. Are you ready? Yes! Are you ready? Một, hai, ba, dốc!
Một, hai, ba, dốc!
Hai, ba, dốc!
Hai, ba, dốc!
Hai, ba!
Hai, ba! Hai, ba! Dốc, dốc, dốc!
Hai, ba!
Hai, ba! Cheers! Mỗi hai ba dô! Mỗi hai ba dô! Hai ba dô! Hai ba dô! Hai ba dô dô! Hai ba dô dô! Hai ba on! Hai ba on! Let's fucking drink it! And as I close out this video, I'll turn down the volume on the karaoke part. Hopefully I don't get flagged or demonetized, but Asians love their karaoke. After I was in Japan and then Southeast Asia, they love their karaoke, and every night of this tour they had karaoke. And when I thought I was going to get sick of it after one night, I was wrong. It got better and better in different ways, and you're going to see that in the next videos. Each night had a different fun flavor of karaoke, but people from all around the world singing catchy songs, and it was a blast. Everyone just coming together, making friends. You saw before taking the shots, that's their tradition. That's the fun saying that they do, or the cheers that they do. Here you see people enjoying themselves, having some tobacco, and then back to the karaoke. Just tons of fun. Funny story. So I got a private room, and my room was right above where everyone is right now, and I could hear everything in my room when I went to bed around 10 o'clock. And when you hear very drunk people singing karaoke in your room, you can't sleep. But I wasn't mad. It was just all part of the experience. And I was laughing the entire time until they shut off the music, hearing people get progressively worse at singing. Not that there were some good singers, but you know, what a great experience. Day one was awesome.